Thank you for heeding me, Eivor. I know the worth of such a gesture. All this is like a dream.
But you are not asleep.
Well fought, the both of you!
You came as well, old friend.
If I'd known you were still alive, I would have stayed in Norwich.
Look around you. A happy occasion and a glorious victory.
And soon, something more grand to take place. Our wedding, my love. If you will still have me, that is.
And why would I not?
I fought poorly. I melted under the heat and anger of that brute. And I never...
Oswald, stop. You fought with all your heart and soul. That's all you need ever do.
Come then. We have much to prepare for.
A bride to wed and a kingdom to lead. What some men wouldn't give for such things.
Countless men have died for them. And you, Vanir? Are you jealous of such things?
Hardly. My heart is afire, but my body aches. I desire only a long nap.
I saw a bale of hay back there.
Later, Abel. For now I must see to the wounded.
Then I will see you at the wedding.
Aye, of course you will.
I should return to Elmenham. Oswald's wedding will soon begin. Wedding preparations in full bloom.
Hello and welcome. You never know when this might come in handy. Glad to replenish your stock. Nothing else?
I'm all.
My lord.
Thank you. May this feast set us just like you to keep a king waiting at his own wedding.
Yet I arrived in the end.
A part of me worried you wouldn't.
I told you I would see you crowned, and now here we are.
Without you, I'd be dead. Another wasted hope for East Anglia.
You look good, Oswald. Like a man about to marry a more powerful woman.
Do I? Because I'm nervous as hell.
Of all the battles a man can fight, the war against himself is the hardest to win.
I hereby name you man and wife. And as man and wife, I name you... Oswald of Elmenham, first of his name, the rightful king of East Anglia, with his lady Valdis, soul, fist, and beauty of this land.
You've done it, steward. A king now said something.
Don't leave yourself out of this song. We did it together.
Back to your dreams, then, of fire and Helheim.
I lost my way some time ago. Hard to say when. I don't want to be here. I never did. This was Halfdan's dream. He ordered me to see it through. In my dreams, I'm sailing, remember? Whether or not I find it, only time will tell. Until then, let us feast, drink, and forget our pain!
Eivor! Care for a challenge?
Eivor!
Wolf-kissed, gaze upon my pots. They stand so strong. Unbreakable at this distance, no?
They are not, Brothir. My arrows shatter whatever target they strike.
Even after draining so...
Keep your eyes...
I could hardly believe my ears either.
Yes, that's it! As with everything, an easy task for the wolf-kissed.
Ah, barely a chance.
Impressive. Skål, Eivor! Let's have a drink.
Your fist is without ale. Let us address that.
A fool. I will drink.
And...
Yes, to celebrate. Score! Drink more.
Rule-monger. Staggering already? The ale here, it's strong.
But I...
Nice!
Speaking of...
Here.
The boar.
As does...
You...
Hey, hey. But I could show you how to wield my plow sword.
Have another horn of mead, bro.
Did you hear what I...
Keep that up.
Wait, did you hear? Did my brother just call...
You're as light-footed as a bear in a birch tree. These are the moves of Elmenhar.
Eivor! Some sweet wine for a sweet swine? The Saxon god wanders somewhere up here, does he not? I haven't seen him.
They like to say...
Look! The moon! It moves untroubled now. But one day...
Are you all right? I'm glad to hear it. Now...
I always felt like Skoll, Hati, chasing and trying to fulfill Halfdan's wishes. But now I've caught my sun and moon. I've got them and I...
You can let them go.
My longship's in Valhalla.
Come on.
Everything's spinny. You're very strong.
You're very large.
Sorry for this, Eivor. I've had one last glory. I should be happy. I am happy. Thank you.
It need not be the last.
Not the last.
Enough fun and games. I should see how Oswald is doing.
Eivor, I'm about to address our guests, and I'd like you to be there. And have you had enough fun yet?
I'm ready.
Good. Come, friends. But it is not conflict that binds us. It is compassion. May we always favor compassion, even when our enemies refuse its boon. So, to my Dane friends and neighbors, I give thanks for the bravery you have shown during our collective struggles. And for my fellow Christians, may we continue standing as examples of our Lord's grace. Lights in the dark. I see East Anglia's future right here, right now. In all of you, Dane and Saxon alike. To our future.
Still a bit soft on insults. The king has courage.
And to Eivor, without whom none of this would have been possible.
On behalf of East Anglia, let this ring be proof of our loyalty to the Raven clan and all they have done for us today.
Would you have any words of wisdom for us?
Oswald, you would not have been my first choice as king, nor my second. I thought you weak, bendable, without resolve. But not all men are as they first appear. I came to see that Oswald's heart is amongst the largest I've ever known. He is sturdy, he has wisdom, and he has courage. All qualities of a man worthy to be king. He is the king East Anglia deserves, and the king you need. To the good King Oswald!
To Oswald!
Skull!
Skull!
Score! Okay, everyone, the bridal race starts now. Remember, you all have to lose to the bride and groom. Steady all, and ready yourself for the wedding race. The king and his bride against all.
My king!
The sheep you left to guard me have been shorn. Oswald! King of sheep fuckers! Show your eyes! I challenge you.
Oswald is king.
He challenged me, Eivor.
Your fight is bigger than this, Lord, and a dead king cannot keep his oaths. Let me finish this.
Oswald, you
You
Always getting in the way! East Anglia can burn for all they care!
I wish it had not come to this. So much death, so much anger.
What's done is done.
You're leaving now.
I should. Your wedding should be a day of peace and happiness. Today I lack both.
Eivor, you've done East Anglia a great service. I promised you an alliance.
And one day, I will need you to make... I should find Finir. Say goodbye before I leave.
Ah, greetings, Eivor.
You're missing the festi-
I've had my fill.
It's as much yours as it is Oswald's.
I was a crumbling man, Eivor, but now my heart burns bright with newfound fire.
Glory cares not for age, Finir. Sail with me. My ship could always use a wise head and a strong axe.
Together,
Together.
I'll gather my things.
Eru byrðir og hlutastegin. Alltíð vera dýrari en land.
It seems the wind calls me back to Randvi. Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randvi. Let's tell her the good news.
Eivor, have you seen Wallace?
Eivor, thank you.
I heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Holger robbed me, and I demand he be punished. Rob disappointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she takes a drink? Does a cow rub a field when he...
Eivor, this matter requires sensitive judgment. Will you?
Of course. From the beginning, please.
Well now, there is no...
In Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee these disputes?
You might leave them to work it out for themselves, but that would mean letting go.
Please start again. Tell me all that has happened.
I will start. I am... Philly, what? Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I will hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation if needed. Understood? Holger, let me hear your side.
Eivor, you have known me as a skald for years. You know that my work requires a certain... often when lacking the proper tools, I have made use of novel items. Always this walking stick.
You cut off my horse's tail to make a brush, you bleed.
Rowan?
As I was saying, I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, my hands, but no, to make a perfect brush. I needed the fine hairs of a well-raised horse.
You clipped Alfgafur's tail.
It was early. I did not wish...
Thank you, Holger. I believe I understand your position. Rowan, tell me your...
As you are aware,
Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. Entering my stables for their feed, I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her tail, bereft, not a strand in sight. I am ashamed to say, my knack, for when I peered across the lane, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush, slathered with
painting, Rowan.
You see? Such will...
I understand. Thank you, Rowan. I believe I have...
My horse, do not conflate hair with beauty.
Quiet, both of you. Now listen. Holger, Rowan is...
I borrowed the tail. Borrowed!
It is a two-victim. As the horse's value has diminished significantly, you will pay
But the horse was not for sale. Rowan!
My decision is final, Holger. Pay what you owe, and meet...
And if I do, may I keep the horse?
Pay the man...
It does. Thank you, Eivor.
Good. Return to your homes in peace.
Would you allow me to pay you with a vibrant painting? After all, in some ways you helped in its creation.
Absolutely.